Hey guys, it is Anne, and today I'm here with my episode Talking to Adults. And the research you're going to hear is a mix of my personal experience and stuff from a website. It's Centerstone's website with Talking to Adults, and it will be linked down in the description. So you guys can go look at it if you want to see where I got all my research from and maybe do some research of your own. So, first, talking to adults, why it is hard. Number one, they're authoritative figures. They have power over your life, and it can seem scary when you first try to talk to them, especially about something awkward or that you don't know how they're going to react to. Number two, like I said, this ties in the other one, they have control. They can punish you, and you don't know what's going to happen because you don't know how they'll react. Number three, you don't want to disappoint them. This is one I get big time, and sometimes I hesitate telling my parents things just because I don't want to disappoint them if I've accidentally made a mistake, but I want you guys to know that it will eventually be okay. Number four ties into all my other points, which should be pretty obvious. They could react negatively to it, and you just wanted to tell them something, and then they reacted negatively, and then you're both kind of stuck in this weird space where you don't know what to do, and your parent is mad. So there's that. Number two is how to handle it. First, if you're gonna talk to an adult, you're gonna want to find an adult you can trust. That is from Centerstone. You can't just talk to any adult about your problems because of the aforementioned points. If you find one you can trust, you are more likely to have a good conversation with them that doesn't have a bad impact. Number two is asking warm up questions, and that is also from Centerstone. Because if you ask warm up questions and you don't just get straight into the heavy hitting topics, it will ease you into the conversation a little bit more, and you may end up knowing a little bit more about the person you're talking to. Number three, express your feelings calmly. Now, this can be a super important one, especially if you don't know how they're going to react. So just come up to them and say, "Hey, I really want to talk to you about something. Could we talk later?" And then when you get to that conversation, you can just lay out what's on the table, and even if you're nervous, try to stay calm. Number four, I think this is step away if things get to be too much. It can certainly happen a lot that we can get overwhelmed, especially when we're talking to somebody like an adult that has power over you. So, if things get to be too much, take a deep breath, step away, go collect yourself, and come back. That would be my advice. Number five is choose a good time, such as when you're sitting in a car, because it can feel less intimidating, which is also from Centerstone. It can feel less intimidating because you and the adult aren't face to face. You are sitting side by side, so you don't have to make direct eye contact because they're driving and they have to keep their eyes on the road. So if you're sitting in a car, that power imbalance, I want to say, is almost evened out just by the fact that you don't have to look directly at them. And I know that can be different for each adult, but that is why talking in a car can feel so much less scary than physically turning and talking to the adult because you're not facing them directly and you don't have to make direct eye contact all the time. Number six is to find a different adult, also from Centerstone, because if you're talking to the wrong adult about your problems and you just want some advice and not to be berated, you might have to find somebody else than you were originally planning to talk to, like a different trusted adult. So instead of maybe your mom or your dad, you could go to one of your aunts or one of your grandparents or a good family friend. So that would work as well to talk to them and get some advice. At number 7 is tell them what you need or how you feel. That is also from Centerstone. And expressing your needs is super important just because the person that you're talking to isn't going to know what you exactly need unless you tell them. And that's a big part of communication between adult and child, because the adult could need things from you, which they need to tell you what they need, and you could need things from the adult, which is why you need to tell them what you need. So that could be a really important part of communication and maybe why some disconnect was happening before. Number 8, take deep breaths and remember that everything will be okay. And this one's from me. Really, that's one of the best solutions for calming yourself down if you're getting too worked up from talking that I could provide. Take a step away, take some deep breaths, and remember this is just a moment in your life and that everything will be okay and turn out maybe even better than it is right now. And the last one is do research, and that's from Centerstone. And I know that one might seem a little bit out of place on this list, but I will explain. Adults do not have the answers to everything. It may seem like they do because they've lived so much longer and they have more wisdom, but they don't know the answers to everything. So if the adult you're talking to doesn't know the answer and you don't know the answer, a good thing to do might be to sit down and to just do some research on what you're asking about. So you and the adult can both get a better understanding and experience some bonding time because you're both going to be sitting there doing this thing together. So you both learn, and then you both also spend some time together just because of that. Well, guys, that's all I have today. If you have any comments, obviously leave them in the comments. But I don't know if I thought of everything, so it could be different for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye!